You're watching UTPA Today. Later on in the show, we take you to South Padre Island, to the University of Texas Pan American's Coastal Studies Lab for Sea Day Camp. We also put you in the suit of UTPA mascot Bucky Bronc. And we show you a special event called Shattered Dreams that dealt with the issues of drinking and driving. But we turn our attentions now to an exhibit called The Slave Ship Speaks. And it dealt with the wreckage of the Henrietta Marie that went down in 1700.
It made me feel, first of all, very, very lucky to be in the position I'm in the country I'm in. To know that I don't have to worry about somebody coming in and, you know, a warlord from the next state or a person in control coming in and kicking in my door and putting me in a position where I have to go work for someone else at their beck and call. Come see it. It's you know, if nothing else from the historical point of view, you're going to get a chance to see things that most people don't, certainly most people in South Texas don't get a chance to come in contact with. And it's, you know, if you come in with the right frame of mind, I think it can be a very positive experience. And it's just amazing. It's just amazing.
Mel Fisher, who was a treasure hunter, had been looking for the Nuestra Señora de Atocha, which sank in 1622, which was part of the Spanish fleet coming from the New World to Spain, loaded down with treasure. They hit a hurricane in September after leaving Havana, knowing that they were going in a bad season, but they had no options. They had to go because, as I say, they were laden with treasure. So they left in September. A hurricane came up and took out a lot of the fleet. The Nuestra de Atocha went down, as did the Santa Margarita, a couple of the very big ships, the treasure ships. So they're very famous ships. Everyone's been looking for them since 1622. Mel Fisher is part of the crew, and he just happened to find it, luckily, off of Key West in 1985. But in looking for that particular ship, he found a myriad of other different ships from different time periods, which are also in our collection, the Henrietta Marie being one of them. He wasn't that fascinated because it didn't have treasure on it, and that's what his main purpose was, of going out hunting for these ships. So he kind of put it in the back burner, took the artifacts from that particular ship, put them in the back in storage, that type of thing. He hired Dr. Madeline Burnside. She's an English woman, and she saw the artifacts and realized what a huge story this particular ship was and how huge for history and everything else it would be. So she asked Mel Fisher if she could indeed interpret it and make it into an exhibit. So he said, sure. He gave her the contents of the Henrietta Marie and anything else that came up from them and said, run with it. So she hired scholars, she hired teachers, she hired fabricators, that whole entire thing. And in a year we had this exhibit up and rolling. It was fabricated in 1994, and it's been on the road since '95. And this is 2006, and it's booked through 2008.
My impression is that they've been able to bring an exhibit like this to the Valley and to Pan Am, and I think it's really important. It's a nice way to get close to history, and it's a very good opportunity for us to visit these kind of places or these exhibits, because it doesn't happen often, and it's not very easy to get these things close to us, you know.
The exhibit's really great. It's something that should be done more often, because we didn't used to have this kind of displays.
There is a lot to find in this exhibit. I think that the student that mentioned what's not spoken here is also, you know, there's also a case in which some of it, it's very difficult. One of the videos, Cornel West refers to, you know, sort of the pain of confronting this history.
It goes from people thanking profusely Mel Fisher and the people that have done this, to people that get angry and don't want to deal with the subject, to people that cry, to people that get so unnerved by the slavehold they can't go through it, refuse to go through it. They don't want to see the summation because it hits too close to home. So it's the whole entire gamut of every feeling that you can feel about this particular subject. That it goes from thank you, it needs to be addressed, to I'm sorry, I can't face it. It's a myriad. And you'll see that in each place that I've gone to, you'll see that, all of those in this one instance for the 3 months that it's here. You'll see it all.